Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to do the second installment of my makeup artist stories, or my MUA stories. Today we're going to be talking about your kit, how to build it, what to get, what you should absolutely make sure you have. So grab a snack, this might take a while. This is really heavy. Okay, how am I going to hold this up? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh god, this is my kit. It's all busted. I need a new one. I know. I got this baby, this case, this train case. I got this at Harmon for like $30. It's really heavy. There's a lot of train cases, a lot of rolly cases that you can get. I'm just saying, unless you're traveling a lot, there are some things that you can just omit. Like the Zuka bag is wonderful. I would give anything to have a Zuka bag. But if you're just starting out especially, wait until you build a clientele, until you're really working more often and regularly before you purchase something like that. So you can go to Ulta, you can go to Sephora, you can go pretty much anywhere they sell makeup. They'll probably sell train cases like this one for a reasonable price. I think the ones at Sephora are like more at $80, but still, it's a little better than, you know, other things. Open the case up. Okay, now, it is a big misconception among the life of makeup artists that you have to spend tons of money right out of the, what is that thing with the horses? They come out of the thing. Anyways, don't worry about spending tons of money right away. I recommend taking time to build a kit, to try different products, to really see if you want to use them on other people. We're going to start out with foundations. Well, we all would love to buy like individual bottles and use those. A, you're going to be spending a fortune. B, you're not going to have any room in your kit for them. So, I recommend getting a foundation palette. This is my Graftobian high definition cream, foundation palette. Let me open it. It's a real mess, y'all. It's a real mess. Let me just show you what exactly, there we go. So it comes with 18 shades. I always get the neutral, but they also come in warm and cool. They cost $60. So $60, you're getting 18 foundations. And they say that you can use each color for 5 faces. I can't tell you how many faces I've used with this, because these foundations are so pigmented that you can mix them with moisturizer and use much less than you really need, and you can use them also as concealers. They are so great. I highly recommend them. I got this off of CameraReadyCosmetics.com. I will leave the link down below. Interject real quick right here and just let you know that you're going to do some clients that refuse to use the makeup that you have. Do not let this stress you out. Do not. All you say, very nicely, is if you still want me to do the service for you, but you don't like the makeup that I'm using, please supply the makeup yourself, which a lot of people don't mind doing. I've done weddings, I've done proms where the girls want me to use their Chanel foundation or their YSL foundation, and you're just like, okay, fine. Don't let that stress you out, because there are a lot of people out there like that. You can also find some brands that make concealer palettes, which is also very handy, and this palette is also a mess because it got all melted on my last job. But it looks something like this. Just pay no attention to the mess. Same thing, neutral colors, highly effective. This is Coastal Scents, if I didn't say that already. It's all disgustingly dirty. Sorry. Sorry, I work. So we're going to talk about eyeshadows. Okay. I have a bunch of palettes. I primarily use these 2 palettes in my, hold on, let me. I have a bunch of eyeshadow palettes that I use mainly for my kit. I don't really wear a lot of eyeshadow personally, which is why I purchased the Lorac Pro palette, because it's like perfect for me. But I have some MAC shadows in a palette here. They're mostly neutral except for just a couple of standouts, but yeah. These were all purchased, I want to say like 6 years ago. Before MAC, in my very humble opinion, before MAC really kind of took a nosedive in their product quality. Go to the MAC counter now or to a MAC Pro store and swatch any number of these shadows that I have here. They would swatch differently than they do for me at home or on a job. Anyways, just know that, to be honest, I don't even really touch this MAC palette anymore. I mostly use my Urban Decay Naked palette on clients. Sometimes I'll mix them up. I highly recommend having palettes like this, something that you can build yourself and really, like, you know, hone your collection, and you know what you use the most, so build it yourself instead of like buying like individual eyeshadows or like pre-made sets for you, like the Coastal Scents 88 palette or their 120 palette. Like, you don't get to choose what colors go in it. I don't recommend, really. The one thing that I do love from MAC is their blushes. It's not the one thing, there's some other things, but one thing that I do love from MAC is their blushes. And I do have a palette made with some blushes. I have, let's see if I can name them. I have, well, this is Well Dressed. It's just a nice neutral pink that looks good on everybody. And then I have Blush Baby, which is my personal favorite. It's more of like a mauvey tone. And then I have Pink Swoon, which I think is my first blush that I've ever gotten from MAC. Yeah. And then I have Scarlet, which I've never used, but it's in there. And then for like great for spring and summer, I have Peachy Keen. And I think this is Doll Face, something like that. So the running theme in here is build your own palettes. Take your time, do your research. They're great things to have instead of having like a million of these like individual shadows. These are bare minerals. These little pigments, like, they get lost easily. They spill all over the place. It's hard to work with. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Go for palettes. Build them yourself. BH makes great, affordable palettes that you can build yourself. Of course, MAC Makeup Geek, which I plan on really like doing more research about them and really like trying out their shadows. It's just a more like personalized way to build your kit instead of just buying whatever else someone buys. Like, buy what you like, because you know you're going to use it on people. One thing that I recommend just going drugstore with, it's mascara. Okay? I have a million drugstore mascaras in here, and I love them all, and I use them all for different reasons. I recommend going with getting a good like volumizing mascara, which is the CoverGirl Flamed Out. Great job. And then having something that's more like natural and defining, lengthening. This is the CoverGirl Eyelights, Exact Eyelights. These pair great together because this is extremely natural mascara. Like, I'll wear this just when I'm like going to work and I don't need to be looking all dolled up. And it looks great. Always carry waterproof mascaras, waterproof eyeliners. That really matters. Along with like pencil eyeliners, you also want to have cream or gel, and I highly recommend the e.l.f. They're $3. I like the black a little better. It's a little more pigmented. I'm wearing it today. Can you see? I wear it pretty much every tutorial, so you can go back. If you're new, you can go back and watch more. Moving on to lip products, I highly recommend you having like 3 to 4 lip liners. Something nude that will look good on everybody, like a great red, a more like dark wine, and maybe like a pink. It's pretty much all you need, okay? And you can certainly follow the same rules for lip colors and lip glosses and all that stuff. I recommend, like this is, whoa, Hue? Okay, this is Max Hue, and you can see how much I've used. I recommend having like disposable brushes with you. You want to have disposable lip brushes and eye spoolies for mascara. Super important. Super. Hello. You're able to take your lip product and like swatch it on your hand and then use a brush to apply it to your client so that there's no cross contamination going on. You're safe. You're being completely sanitary. That's super important. I cannot stress to you, you need to be sanitary. For easy cleanup, and also sometimes, to fix mistakes and stuff, you always want to have makeup wipes with you. This is just like a Walgreens brand, really cheap makeup wipe. You also want to make sure you have like a plastic bag to throw any garbage in it, because believe it or not, people don't think about that. So you want to make sure you're thinking about that. I'm going to talk about brushes. This is my brush set. Can you see? It's in like a leather roll. You can go for the makeup artist belt. I'm not a fan. I like to lay all my brushes out on a table and just like look at them all at once. Basically, this is a crown brush set. I think it was like $40. That is extremely affordable. And when I tell you that crown brushes, they're comparable to, I don't want to say they're comparable to like Sigma or MAC, because maybe they're a little less great of a quality, but they're certainly really good. And I haven't had a crown brush break on me in the 3 years that I've been using these brushes. And of course, you can take your time and just build and add more brushes. Some of these are paint brushes. If you just go to Michael's and look around at their paintbrushes, you can be like, oh, I can use that for this, and it's $3. Oh. And you'll have a really great quality brush that'll last you a long time. Paintbrushes are really sturdy, so thumbs up. This crown brush set, I believe it was originally like a 30-piece set. By all means, go for something smaller, because the only brushes you'll need starting out are a powder brush. This is my crown powder brush. A foundation brush. This is the MAC 190. This is just great to apply liquid foundations, and I usually apply on clients my cream foundations with a disposable sponge, but you can use this kind of brush as well for that. A flat shader brush. This is from Coastal Scents. It's just good to just all around just apply and pat down color on your eyelid. Let's see what else. This is a pencil brush. This is Max 219. This is actually a limited edition brush. And this is just great for really defining that outer corner into your crease. And then you want like a fluffy dome brush. This is a 217 from MAC. Really great for blending out. You also need a angled brush. This is good for contour, blush, bronzer type of deals. Really important brush to have. And finally, depending on what product you use for eyeliner, you want an eyeliner brush. This is a bent eyeliner brush from Sonia Kashuk. This is actually like my least favorite one. I can't find my other one. I have the e.l.f. eyeliner brush, which I personally use, and it's my favorite, and it's $3, so yeah. Then you also need something to just do a little eyebrow work. Most of the time, I'll just take a dry spoolie and just work in a shadow and just very gently like fluff that into clients' eyebrows, and it just produces a more natural result. Finally, this is extra. I mean, you want to have this. This is a necessary item, and that's a setting spray. This is my Model in a Bottle original setting spray. Retails for $18. It's a good investment. It really is. I love it. You want to make sure that the work you're doing lasts. Yeah. Things that are extra that you don't really need, and I always like carry them in like a plastic bag, are like bobby pins, like just in case you need to like pin back someone's bangs or something and you don't have like a person doing hair like right next to you to ask, hey, can I borrow a bobby pin? Have them for yourself. Paper towels. I have just like a white towel that I use like to do like cleaning brushes. Brush cleaner, another thing you want. Lashes, something that I really only like doing on other people. I don't wear eyelashes myself. I will usually have like Ardell like strip lashes. Sometimes I'll just have like the outer corner like wispy lashes, or I'll have the individual lashes. Most people like don't realize that they want lashes. Like they'll say no, and then you'll be like, let's just try it out. And you put them on and they're like, oh, it really does make a difference. So you want to have lashes. And I recommend Ardell because they're drugstore brand, they're cheap, they're like no more than $4 per package. So yeah. Comment down below if you have any other questions that I can answer for you that I missed. Yeah. So that's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so I know to do more of these videos to kind of help you guys who are trying to break into the makeup industry. Just, you know, sharing my knowledge, paying it forward. That's what I do. Please subscribe because I put out new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, other places. I'll see y'all in the next video. I love you. Bye.